Mika, gosh, one Mikey, tell them all. Black nation rise, wouldn't think of full time. Till we stop being victimized, organize and centralize, take the shackles off your mind. Black nation rise, hold your head up with pride. Them no care about black lives, now the ship are capsize. Open up your eyes. Firstly, every African a queen and king. Know your past and you will know yourself with it. Black man not got our color and no sin. Never trade my roots, me proud of my skin. Sing I forget the old slave master Jim. Pan back with fasting and you know them now bring them from the plantation. Nowadays a prison, hear the ancestors them singing African hymns. But we have to rise up in order to win. We have to see a floating sinkings and we can't sink. Call out the black leaders in our communities. We stand against injustice and stand for unity. And in action rise, wouldn't think of full time. Till we stop being victimized, organize and centralize, take the shackles off your mind. Black nation rise, hold your head up with pride. Them no care about black lives, now the ship are capsize. Open up your eyes. Freedom must come with a cost. You can't know the future if you don't know the past. If you sight the fullness, if you don't know the half, them milk the mother cow and them want kill the calf. Check the status, it's off the grid off the graph. Look how much blocky youths them kill off the ras. Classism, racism, black brother them a ball. We have to fight all if we back against the wall like a Bengi roll. Bengi roll. Go back to your roots and your window on yourselves. We did that with our friends, no one time to rebel. By the KKK, enough black brothers, them hang them in the suburbs, we in a projects, yo, you know see the trend. In a 2020, yo, we still a go pretend like slave master and slave bikini. They my friend, like Black Panther. Take a stance, yeah, my friend, can't play cover, rise up from lions den. Reaching out to the rude boys and all the ragamuffins. You will fall for anything if you stand for something. Black nation rise, couldn't think of full time. Till we stop being victimized, organize and centralize, take the shackles off your mind. Black nation rise, hold the head up with pride. Them no care about black lives, now the ship are capsize. Open up your eyes.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, Jamaica. Yesterday I started a story on Midday Connection. I started the story of how a British citizen had an encounter with the police. You remember me speaking about that story, Jamaica? Of the British citizen having an encounter with the police? Well, Jamaica, the British citizen is eager to speak to us. The British citizen is eager to speak with us and to let Jamaica and the world know what happened. What happened last week, Thursday? What happened last week, Thursday? And one thing you know for certain and one thing you know for sure is that this platform will give them an opportunity to speak about what happened. If you don't see their faces on camera, for safety reasons and safety purposes, they're not going to show their faces on camera today. But I'm going to let the women join me for them to share really. But before they join me, I think Jamaica needs to be reminded of what happened to them. Because possibly someone is here who doesn't remember what happened. So I will refresh your memory of what happened to them.
I know, but she's having to stop anyway, you say. No, she never do that. You can drive to the station, you can drive behind, but we're driving to the station. We're not coming with you. She does not feel safe and she's a British citizen. She does not feel safe with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people. Why 6 of you need to arrest her? Why 6 of you need to arrest her? She's not coming out.
Step from the vehicle. Step from the vehicle.
You know, so this guy is like, you see this police? No, she not business. She not business. She doesn't care. You have a problem with the driver. You have a problem with the driver and you're taking it on to me. You're taking it on me. Why are you taking it on? Because I'm in the front. I don't know the driver. So if you got a problem with him, I don't know him.
Miss me, I tell you last time. Step from the motor vehicle.
And what you going to do if you tell her last time? What you going to do? Man on glass? I'm talking to her. I'm not talking to you. Because right now I feel threatened.
Miss, take your camera on face.
I feel like no, I'm not putting it on your face. Lick it from my hand. Lick it from my hand then. Because he's videoing me and you're not saying about that, but you're saying something about me.
Why?
Asshole, disgusting. Me?
Tell her to move and keep on moving.
Don't speak to her that way as a female, a fucking idiot.
You are on the arrest also. Step from the vehicle.
Problem.
You hold on. Step from the
Let me get my bag with my license. Let me get my bag. I'm getting my bag. What you
Yo, Mario, where are you, Mario? Yo, where are you, Mario? Yo, where are you, Mario? I want more. Mario, yo, Mario, you can't have that to the Mario. You can't have that to the Mario. Hey, the fuck we are doing?
So there you have seen where the police attempted to carry her. 5 to 6 police attempted to carry her in, and she said she would drive behind them. And it reached the point that they pepper sprayed her and those who were with her. Look at what happened after.
Go on with him, go on. Because they're sitting a beat for them. If they are ignorant, the man ignorant, I want to lick my youth. How will they police are going to? The boy, the man, you say. How will they lick? Yeah, man, I am. Why lick you, man? Chuck down the woman for the certain thing on the handcuff for him. Boy, what? A British citizen them. A British citizen them, they want. him gone for water. Where you go for water for? After you done fuck up people. Eh? An English citizen them in fuck. You have to lose your red pussy. Tell you that. You have to lose your red. You say man guys sitting out from here and you keep on the ground my youth like you want to come broke me foot with the bad man, they have to go down. An English citizen them in fuck. You think full blown English like this? Then the police are gone, because you in truck and human pan the sitting and I say my way I do and the man just pop out the sitting and start spray.
On the right side I can't go and fuck them up man. They have to be from what they no problem.
Fuck with them a go away.
Yeah, I hear that.
Hold it, video it.
Me no want. Don't just go cross the way so in that crowd, man.
No, I go there. You might lick off some of my. Handcuff your woman and for no reason. You're not spray pepper, you sit in the people in the eye, in the eye. So they don't know say man spray and then eye walk me spray straight in the eye. Am I right?
Jamaica, I'm going to bring in the ladies now for them to share with us today what really happened. Good afternoon.
Hi.
Stacey. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yes, I've showed 2 videos just now that you sent me. Can you explain to the public today what really happened?
Okay, I'm gonna start first.
Who's
My name is
talking?
Stacey.
Mm-hmm.
I'm the one that's wearing the bikini cover up.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, on Thursday, May 1st.
Yeah.
Firstly, I came to Jamaica to celebrate my 37th birthday. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I brought my son, which is also a UK national, and I brought my best friend that's on the call with me as well. She's also a British citizen.
Mm-hmm.
I came to Jamaica for my birthday, and pretty much we've been here now 2 weeks. On the 1st of May, I had a family get together to celebrate my birthday. So we went to a river in White River, Otrius.
Mm-hmm.
And we were there, and obviously I needed to get some cash to give to some people just for tips and stuff, because they helped me out for, to set up whatever. So we left the venue and just went to a cash point about 2 minutes down the road, but that cash machine wasn't working. It wasn't working.
Mm-hmm.
I had a driver, a personal driver, because I don't drink. If I'm gonna have a few, alcohol beverage, I don't want to drink. So I had a driver that was driving us around.
To drive, so you have somebody drive for you. Mm-hmm.
Yes, a local driver. Yes. So initially the cash machine that it wasn't working, so we ended up in Ocherius town. Okay. While we were in Ocherius town on our way to the ATM, we saw a police officer drive on a motorbike and drive the car down and told the driver, pull over now. Like, he told him pull over. It's not like he was in the road and he put his hands up and stopped. He drove us down. Okay. Pull us over. So he pulled us over and he asked for the documents, and the driver gave it to him. Basically, the driver explained that he doesn't have his driver's license on him.
The driver explain you're going in and out.
Yeah, so the driver explained to me that the car that the driver was actually driving is not his car, is my vehicle that I've rented in Jamaica. Okay. So the driver was explaining to the police that the vehicle is not his. However, it is for the lady that's sitting in the front, but he's just driving her around. He presented his driver's license on his mobile phone, but to be honest, Andre, at the beginning of their encounter, it seems a bit personal. Because the police officer knew the driver, and as apparently, factually speaking, they have been in court before for a ticket for motor vehicle ticketing. Okay, so they knew each other.
They had a personal beef before this.
Correct. So anyways, the driver complied. He gave the driver's license on his phone to him. He drove off with the driver's phone and spoke abruptly, follow us back down the town. He's like, come back, turn back the car and come down here. So the incident didn't really happen where he actually stopped us. Because remember, as I said, he drove us down. So he went back to where he initially drove from, and we had to do a U-turn and meet him there. So the driver U-turned because at this point he drove off with the driver's phone. Okay. So we U-turned and the driver parked up on the left-hand side of the road.
Yes.
By a gas station where the incident happened, and they walked across the road, like very further away from us, into a corner by a juicy beef. The driver was there for quite some time. So for me, I felt bad because I'm like, I hope he's fine and I hope he's okay. So I got out of the vehicle and I walked across. And bear in mind, Andre, I wasn't dressed to be in Ochi Town. The way I was dressed...
From the river.
I'm coming from the river. I wasn't expecting to be in Ochi with all of this commotion. So I just went over to them and said, is everything okay? By the time I went over there, the ticket was already printed. He gave it to the driver and he said to the driver, got caught, and this is what he said, got caught and plead not guilty upon this one. He said that to the driver and he gave him the ticket. So I took the ticket from the driver and I said, like you say, come on, it's fine, I'll pay for it. I took the ticket from him and I said, I'll pay for it.
Yeah.
So walking back to the vehicle now, it's just upsetting because I'm like cursing. I'm like, it's my birthday. I don't need this problems. I'm cursing on the way to, when I got to the car, I'm like, this is my birthday. I don't need this. I'm just cursing a little bit. We got into the vehicle, ready to proceed back on our way. I'm already in the passenger seat, as you can see from the video. He drove all the way back over to us and started pointing on the vehicle and screaming like pointing and said, come out the vehicle, come out the vehicle. This is before any video recording started. So I thought that this was he was talking to the driver. So he came around to my side now and he started, you come out the vehicle now, you're under arrest. I was like, I'm under arrest? He said, yes, you are under arrest. I said, under arrest for what? What have I done? Andre, up until today, he has not told me what he's arresting me for. He kept saying, come out of the vehicle, come out of the vehicle. I said, I don't feel safe coming out of the vehicle.
Already issued the ticket and then him come back after now to tell you.
Yes, correct. So everyone started to intervene that was in the car, saying, why are you arresting her? What have we done?
That's when I got out of the vehicle and I started to record him. And then he was being very rude to me. Come out of my face, this, that, and the other. And I was very calm with him. I didn't raise my voice to him, not once. I was very calm. I said, why are you arresting her? Why are you arresting her? He cannot tell us why. I didn't raise my voice once. As you can see from the video, I'm the one with the long ponytail, the blonde ponytail. With the top. Yeah.
So,
Say that he's going to arrest you and him don't tell you the reason.
Still now, we don't know why.
So at that point, I refused to get out of the passenger side because I'm not coming out of no car to no Jamaican police. I'm sorry. I'm not doing it. At that point, I didn't feel safe to come out of the car, and you're not telling me why I need to come out of the vehicle, So he basically picked up his cell phone and he called somebody, and that's when the female officer came onto the scene.
Yes.
And I said, okay, she's a female officer. Maybe I can speak to her. And she didn't come and say what's happened. She basically came to the vehicle and she said, lady, come out the vehicle and walk with me to the station. I said, excuse me, I'm not walking to the station with you. First of all, I'm not even dressed appropriately to be walking through Ultra Town like this. Right? And yeah, they insisted that I come out of the vehicle. At one point now, Andre, you can see that I came out of the vehicle and was speaking to the officer, the lady officer. And at one point you could hear me saying, no, I was trying now to comply. So basically, because they insisted that I needed to walk with them. And as you can hear in the back, my cousin was asking, why can't we drive behind them to the station? You know, we weren't refusing to go. We weren't refusing to go. We just didn't want to walk with them. And basically, as I said, I wanted to get my bag with my driver's license and my passport that was left in the car. If you want me to walk with you, I need to walk with my documents.
Yes.
That's when he slammed me against the car.
He slammed you against the car.
Yeah, as you can see in the video, he pushed me and then he pepper sprayed me.
Wow.
And then he pushed my friend and he pushed my friend that's on the call and pepper sprayed her as well. So all of us were pepper sprayed. And the reason why I don't want to come on this, I just don't want to show my face. My face is still swollen and my eyes is like, I don't want to like show my face, but the medical evidence is there.
So, Nikki, what did you do after this?
After what?
After all of this pepper spray you on?
I was just crying. I just couldn't believe it happened. He handcuffed me whilst after he pepper sprayed me, handcuffed me. And I was just screaming at him. I said, why did you do this? We are females. We are free females. What are you doing? What are you doing? The man was completely silent. He wouldn't say nothing. He even went over in one corner and went and got us some water and trying to put water in my face. And I'm telling him to come out of my face. And I don't want no water from him. He's disgusting. He should not be a police officer. End of. He should not be on the street. Pardon,
The
sorry?
constable, his name is Ricardo Cole, and apparently is I don't want to give misinformation, but apparently he's been removed off duty pending an investigation. His name is Ricardo Cole.
1 second.
Ricardo Cole.
Yes.
1 second, Andre. My mother would like to say something to you.
Sure.
Right, my parents come from Jamaica and I am a British citizen myself. And what I have seen is so disgusting. So disgusting. You know,
Repeat that, madam.
I've always taught my children, all of my children, to be courteous to anybody. And they always have been. And to see this man doing it to my daughter and treating her like a piece of shit, I'm not happy. I'm not happy at all.
Yes.
It's absolutely disgusting. I've been to Jamaica a few times, but when I do go to Jamaica, I must admit I go to resorts and everything else where it's all closed in and everything else.
Yes.
I'm not happy. I'm not happy of what happened to her because she's been to a few countries and she's been to Jamaica a few times and she's had no trouble whatsoever. And for this to happen, she has not been in trouble once with the police.
Andre,
So for this to happen,
yeah.
I'm not happy.
Andre, Sonia, sorry to cut you off, but Andre,
Go.
I could have chose to go anywhere in the world for my birthday. Okay,
Yeah.
I could have chose any destination. It didn't have to be Jamaica. We spend a lot of money to come here, loads of money. I can tell you, I spent probably over $2 million Jamaican in or more. That's from myself, not to mention Nicola. Okay. We got a lot of money in this country, and what I'm upset about, Andre, is that the fact if we were white British nationals, he wouldn't have sprayed us in the town. He wouldn't. It's just he wouldn't. If we were white British nationals, he would not take that chance in doing that. I'm telling you. I am telling you that now, and that's what's upset me, because the fact that I could have gone somewhere else. Last year I went to Spain for my birthday. I did not have any trouble. Like, why do I have to come to this country and then feel like, you know, to encounter police abusing me on my birthday? That was my birthday.
Your birthday.
It was her birthday.
And not to mention how they treat us when we got to the station. That's another thing. That's another incident. Okay.
How did they treat you at the station?
When we got to the station, they basically did not allow us to speak. It's like we were in a complete war zone. They wouldn't allow us to speak. They were like, sit on the
Laughing
bench.
after
You're
us.
not in England. Sit on the bench. This is how they were speaking to us. You're not in
Laughing.
England.
The officer, sorry, Stace. The officer, Ricardo Cole. I went to go get water out of the car. He's there with his other colleagues, laughing. Oh, you should have seen how them start ball when we spray them. He's thinking I don't understand what he's saying.
Oh, so he was in the Jamaican patois.
Yes.
What he did to you, laughing.
Yes. And he thinks say that I don't know what I can't understand him.
My God. So after they did this, they were laughing at you, ladies.
Yes.
Andre, I'm going to tell you how corrupt the system is. When they brought us to the police station, they told us they wouldn't tell us why we were getting arrested. They didn't explain nothing to us.
You're going out. You're going out. You're going out.
Yeah, when we got to the station, you would have expected for someone to at least have the decency to explain to us why we're at the station. Okay, why are we there? Nobody. They just treat us like some criminals, like we just killed somebody. That's how they treat us. They treat us like we just robbed a bank. They treat us like complete, utter criminals. Okay, they told us to sit on a bench, and we weren't allowed to speak. I heard them saying, "Get the patrol car ready. We're sending them to Discovery Bay." I guess Discovery Bay is a female prison. I don't know what it is. But that was their initial motive, is to put us in a jail cell that night. Okay, let me tell you where it turns. It turned when they basically asked us for the documents. They asked us for our documents, and they saw the British passports now. I think they got flustered. Like, what did they think? They thought that we were Jamaica. I don't know. I just don't understand.
I don't think they knew that we were British
So when
citizens.
they find the identity now,
Yes.
that is when them start buck shuffle.
Yes.
Absolutely.
That's when they want to see the video evidence. That's when they want to allow me to go to the car and get water.
Yes.
That's when they want to allow me to go and have a cigarette outside.
But what I'm trying to say
The woman behind the desk all want to offer me crackers and cheese.
What them were offering you?
Yes, crackers and cheese.
Also, when they find out say he's a British citizen now, the dispensation and the attitude change.
Very much so.
To the point where them have to get crackers and cheese.
Yep.
So them never offer you no tea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey. No. So them never offer you none of the tea. You want coffee?
No
They
tea
didn't
or water.
offer. But Andre, I just want to say that let me tell you where after the incident and after we went back home and everything and everyone was talking, and including the driver, what's happened is he has a personal issue with the driver. Okay, that's number one.
So Constable Cole have a personal issue with the driver.
Personal issue. I don't know what it is, and that's why I keep saying in the video, I do not know the driver. He thought, and okay, so what's happened is that he basically when I took the ticket from him, and again, apparently they wanted money, and we just wanted a ticket. Okay.
They wanted money.
Yeah, so they wanted money, but we took the ticket calmly and walked off, and I said, I'll pay it. Like, it's nothing for me to pay the ticket, okay? So when I basically said that and we walked off very calmly, I think that really upset them. I think that really triggered them because they didn't get any money, and at that point, he must have thought that I'm the driver's woman or something, because he didn't get the reaction out of the driver that he wanted to get. So he could have escalated the matter because we complied in everything that he asked us to comply with. I got back to the car, and that's why I'm surprised he was trying to come for me.
Yeah, because we was very shocked. We thought he was calling the driver out of the car again. We didn't understand how it got to Stacey.
Yes, he thought that maybe he was trying to. He probably was assuming that.
Yeah, you're going in and out.
He probably was assuming me and the driver was together, and with him harassing me, the driver would get irate, and then
Yeah.
that would be a way of him to do the driver something. That's the only way I can see it, because I don't know how that came to me. I really don't know how his aggression came towards me, because I was sitting in the front seat.
My God.
When we got to the station now, yes,
Yeah.
as I said, they wanted to charge us, and he was basically calling out all the charges to his colleague. He did not. We don't have a paper that shows us what we have been charged with. We don't
Yeah.
have it. We don't have anything to show us what we have actually been charged with. But after the fact that they've seen our documents and they saw British national, they want to ask us if we have anyone to bail us. So we had to get someone to bail us, and yeah, pretty much they were running around to get us bail.
Mm.
Say that they won't send you to prison.
Yeah, we told him already.
So what? So so how long you stayed in the police lockup for?
We weren't even in a lockup, to be honest.
We
We were
weren't.
just on a bench. We
We
were
was
on a
just in
bench.
the office.
I said that as I said, Andre, I've got family in Jamaica as well. Okay, so I even asked him, could I get someone to bring me some clothes? Andre, if you see how I was dressed, I was dressed for a beach. I felt very uncomfortable. I was in that police station with bare policemen walking up and down, and I'm pretty much dressed in a bikini thong with a cover up. And I said to a female officer, can I get someone to bring me some clothes? She said, this is how they brought you here. This is how you have to stay here.
No level of dignity. This is how you came here, and this is how you're going to stay here.
Yes, that's what she said. And yeah, she wouldn't allow anyone to bring clothes to me. It's absolutely disgusting.
And Stacey, they was drinking in there too.
Yeah, they were drinking.
They were drinking liquor in there.
Police were drinking.
Of course they were.
In the station.
I saw it with my own two eyes.
Drinking in the police station?
Yes.
Andre, we sat in that police station
You're going in and out.
We were sitting in that police station for over 4 hours. We've seen a lot. We've seen a lot coming in and out of the police station. It's the Ulterior police station. Okay. We see how police officers speak to citizens of Jamaica. I've actually seen a police officer use derogatory words to a citizen that came inside the police station to report something. However, if you go into the station and if that was the other way around, they would have beat him and arrested him. I don't know what they would have done. Why are they allowed to speak to people like that? And if it was the other way around, because I've seen it with my own two eyes, it's not something I've heard. I've seen how they've treated, Jamaican nationals coming in to report something and the way they speak to them.
So you're saying firsthand you have witnessed the kind of toxic policing that the police put towards citizens of Jamaica?
Absolutely disgusting. And I just want to add as well, when he pepper sprayed me, I wasn't expecting pepper sprayed. Obviously not. Why would I be expecting someone to pepper spray me when I wasn't doing anything wrong? So when he pepper sprayed me, it was in close proximity of my face. Yes. So it went straight in my eyes. I think I got it the worst because he did it to me first. And then everyone else dispersed. And then he kept doing it to the others. But he did it directly into my face. So I ran out in the road because it was on the main road. And there was a gentleman that ran to grab me out of the road. And one of the colleague man, he take out the baton and flash it on the floor and lick it on the floor, ready to beat the man. You can hear him saying it in the video.
My God. So somebody came to assist you.
Yes.
And the police got his baton ready to beat the man.
He said it if you watch the video again, you can hear him saying it. Yes.
Wow.
And you can see our backs are turned to him, and he's still spraying us. Why are you still spraying us with a pepper spray?
So Andre, as I would consider, obviously we are tourists. Why should we come here and spend our money here? Why should we come here? Because first of all, England flight is not cheap. It can cost us over 400,000 Jamaican dollars or more for a plane ticket.
$400,000 to come England to Jamaica.
And that's a cheap ticket. And that's a cheap ticket, Andre. Okay, that's a good deal when it's that.
400,000.
Yes, and mind you, I came with my son, so the fee is going to be double. So that's just the plane tickets to get here, not to mention the hotel fees that we stayed in and the money that we spend here. Why should we come here and spend our money here?
Mm-hmm.
Why should we spend our money here? And the next thing they've charged us, they've given us a bail paper, Andre. I've sent the bail paper to you. They said that we have to come back to Jamaica for court in July. Now, myself and Nicola, we are full time, and we work full time. We've got good jobs in the UK. Okay, we're not sitting at home, watching TV. We've got good jobs that we need to attend. So, put in a court date in July for us to come back here.
They're saying that you have to mandatorily attend court in Jamaica.
Absolutely, and they put us on 100,000 Jamaican bail each.
100,000 Jamaican each.
Bail of 100,000. So what were you charged for?
We don't know. I don't know. The only paper I've got, Andre, is the one I sent to you, and that's it. I don't have any other paper to show me what my charges are. When my mom came to the police station to bail us, first of all, the police officer that did the act, he was completely invincible. He was nowhere to be seen when we got to the police station.
Silent.
He was hiding in the back. We didn't see him. Okay, but apparently he's telling my mom that I was cursing at him. I was cursing at him and using indecent language to him. Now, Andre, do you think I'm crazy to come to Jamaica and even try to disobey the police? Because, as you know, we have social media and we see how Jamaican police brutally abuse people. I saw a video the other day of a police officer beating an elderly man on his hand because he parked incorrectly. So do you think
that video where the police abused the elderly man?
Yeah.
Yeah. So do you think I would be trying to get myself in that situation at all with any police? Hence why we complied. He asked us to follow him back. He took the man's phone. He asked us to do a U-turn and follow him back into the town, which we did. He issued a ticket. We took the ticket and we went about our business, and he still drove us down and wanted to start an excitement in the Ocherius town. And that's what he did. As you can see, his behavior is appalling. Because why are you pepper spraying us? We know what pepper spraying is for. In England, a police officer does not even have a gun, okay? There is a different set of police officers that call armed forces that have guns. They go in for drug dealers and people that murder people. They don't deal with day-to-day citizens in England. Now, a pepper spraying me and the people that's in the car, what did we actually do to deserve that? What did we actually do?
My God.
What did we actually do? As in the video, you showed the public the video. What did I actually do? I said, let me get my bags with my documents. And he slammed me he assaulted me, slammed me in the car and pepper sprayed me.
My God.
It's a day I will never forget. And mind you, I left my birthday venue. So by the time everyone found everything out, like, remember, I just left my birthday to go and get cash, and I could have never returned back to my birthday. He could have killed me. He could have killed me. That's how I'm looking at it. My son was there. My son was calling my mom. Where's my mom?
Where's my mom?
Where's my mom? He didn't know where I was. It's crazy. It's a lot. So I want to just say now, we have reported it to the BBC. The BBC will be getting in touch. Okay?
Yep.
So whether or not it takes a day or two or a week, the BBC will be publishing it.
So you get in touch with the BBC?
I contacted the BBC News headquarters this afternoon.
So you're going to the extreme with it?
Yes.
Have you secured a lawyer yet in Jamaica?
We attempted to, because we had such a short deadline, because we had to fly back out of the country, Andre. So it's a lot. We didn't secure anyone in Jamaica just yet. We tried, but we didn't get anything yet.
But you said you're going through to the BBC. Did
Yeah, but
you reach out to the British High Commission in
yes,
Jamaica?
the British High
Yes.
Commission has a case file for us. It has been reported to the British High Commission. They have created a case file, and there has yesterday. The reason why we didn't join the call is because we had to go to the headquarters in St. Anne's Bay to do a formal statement of what happened.
Yes.
And we showed the sergeant or the lady that we dealt with yesterday the video, and she was absolutely disgusted. She was disgusted.
My God.
So for me personally, I want tourists to be aware that you could be going about your business and the police will just attack you, because that's what they've done to us, and we're speaking from personal experience.
And no member of the government or the police high command has reached out to you to say they are sorry and we are investigating and looking into the matter?
No, nobody has gotten in touch with us. Hence why we're going to take it to the BBC, because if UK nationals is going to come to Jamaica and get treated like this, it needs to be known that this is how they're treating us.
And we can go to Sky News as well. We can
You're
go
going
to
to Sky News.
We can do
We're
that
going
as
through
well.
everything. We're going to go to the UK blogs, and we're also going to get a lawyer in the UK to represent us.
You're going to get a King's Counsel.
Yes. To represent us.
This is Jamaica.
I'm not allowing. He should not be a police officer. He's an actual. He's a criminal.
He's a
So, I really don't understand why he's done what he's done to us.
So the bruises that you got, tell us about the bruises.
Nicola, tell him about your
Well,
bruises.
so the bruises are from the handcuffs, the hand bruise. I noticed that when I was at the police station. So the picture I sent you, Andre, that was at the police station. I took these pictures. So I said I made sure I take these pictures now, straight after the incident, so I have all my evidence. So the bruise on my right thigh, that's probably when he pushed me down or shoved me down. He could have all kicked me, I don't know, because when you're getting pepper sprayed, you don't know what's happening.
Yeah.
You're very discombobulated. I at first I thought someone had thrown acid in my face or something. I was so confused what was going on, why my skin was burning like this, and it's still burning. Burning. And then this is what made me so upset in the police station as well. Like I said to them, why is my skin still burning? Why is my It's like they're just not taking it serious. Like, oh, just you have to rub some cake soap on it.
The
Or
reason
something.
why
What
they
did they
don't
say,
take it
Sophie?
seriously is because they're used to it, Nicola. They're used to doing this to people. We are not used to that happening to us.
I can't believe it. I've never been pepper sprayed in my life. I know why police officers have pepper spray. Police officers have pepper spray if they feel that someone is going to attack them. So they spray it so they back off. No one was attacking this man for him to get out that spray and start spraying people. He should not be a police officer. End of story.
Yeah. He's disgusting.
So you
And
never,
if he's doing that to 3 females, I can't imagine what he does to men.
you never tried to contact the local media houses in Jamaica?
We didn't.
We did. To be honest, to be honest, Andre, this happened on Thursday. It left us so upset. It's so upsetting. It makes my stomach turn watching the videos, because the fact that it could have been worse. Like, that's all it could have been worse. I don't know why they wanted me to walk like that with them through the Oteris down to the police station. Why couldn't we not drive behind the bike? And there was 2 of them. One could be behind us escorting us, and one could be in the front. We weren't actually saying that we're not going to go to the police station. I was just not going to walk with them, especially dressing like that. I wasn't going to walk in the town. And first of all, you're not telling me why you want me to walk to the station. You're not telling me. You haven't read my rights to me. You haven't told me why am I being arrested there and then? What have I done? Nothing. So of course everyone else in the vehicle is going to try and intervene and ask what's happening. No one is going to be sitting there.
Exactly. And you can see from how everyone else in the crowd reacted. You can see, like, what he done was totally out of order and totally uncalled for. Because if we had done something wrong, that we wouldn't have got that reaction from the crowd that we got. We wouldn't have got that. We had people following us to the police station that we don't even know to make sure who was okay, to make sure they follow us and see where we're going.
And they
So,
still let us walk. They still let us walk to the station. In the end, we
Yeah,
still walked like
we
that.
still had to walk like that.
They still let us walk with them.
so question.
Yes.
You have all heard about the kind of use of force and brutality that happens to Jamaicans, but you have firsthand witnessed it.
Yes. Nicola, do you want to just tell Andre what you said about the body cam thing?
Oh, right. So before he pepper sprayed us and all of these things, I came out of the car first. I was the one that came out of the car first, and I asked him why she getting arrested, blah, 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 blah. He telling me to come out of his face. I said to him, why don't you have a body cam? Where's your body cam? He said, we're not in England. We don't need no body cam. We're not in England. That's what he said to me. And
What
come out to my face.
Ricardo said?
Yeah. I asked him,
But Ricardo Paul said you're not in England.
we are not in England. That's what he said to me.
I think you should have body
He said,
cam.
"You're not in England. Come out to my face.
Come out to my
Come
face.
out to my face." That's how he speaks to. But as I said,
And I
Andre,
still didn't shout up at him.
as I said, Andre, if we were white,
Yep.
and I'm going to say this again,
Yeah.
if we were white,
Very true.
would he have done what you've done to us? That's
Never.
all. This is another question I'm asking myself every day.
Classism and the issue of racism.
Of course, Andre, he would not have done that to a white woman in Ulterior's town. He wouldn't have done it.
My God.
He
But
wouldn't
he
have done
didn't
it.
know that you're English nationals.
No, from looking at us and how we are in the car and everything, he's probably thinking that we're from the area. But it's not until we got to the police station now and they saw the documents, that's when everything changed. The whole demeanour changed. Everyone's attitude in that police station changed.
Let me speak up to your mother because your mother seems as
My mum wants to speak. Okay, here she is.
Yeah, basically, I really, when I look at this video, I'm sick to my stomach because, to be honest, this shouldn't be happening. I remember when I went to Jamaica and my dad always said that you have to be careful when it comes to the police. And I'm actually 67 now. I always remember that. So yes, they have been. They've been corrupt for a long time, a long time, and I just don't know how. The government is getting away with all this stuff. I really don't. And the trouble is, I don't think if people hear about this, you probably will be downgraded. And people will not be going to Jamaica anymore. And it's a shame because it's a lovely country.
Exactly.
I've been over a few times myself. But as I say, I always stay within the tourist section.
But OT, Mum. OT is tourist.
Yes, I know it's tourist as well. But no, it's bad. It's bad. It's got to get better. It really has got to get better.
Do you have any intention of returning to Jamaica?
Yeah, one day. Yes, I probably will. My daughter probably will still go over there, but I'm not too. I'm not too sure at the moment because she's a bit traumatized at the moment. She just came home and she just cried and kept crying.
As soon as I saw my mum, I burst in the door and I just started crying.
She just burst into tears and she was crying.
My God.
And it's bad. It's bad. You don't expect this from police. They're supposed to look after you.
They don't show.
They're not supposed to do all this stuff.
When we got to the police station, nobody showed us any remorse. They didn't care.
That's what I'm saying.
They did not care. As
It's
I said,
wrong.
they said, "Shut up your mouth and sit on the bench." You in Jamaica now. You're gonna follow Jamaican rules. That's what they said.
No,
You're not in England
it's
anymore.
wrong.
That's what he said. You're not in
It's
England
wrong.
anymore.
To be honest, no. It needs to be sorted now. The government, which I know is corrupt anyway, they
Whoa.
need to shut.
What said the government is corrupt? The government of Jamaica is corrupt.
Yeah, I'm sure they are.
My
The police are corrupt. The government's corrupt. They need to sort themselves out now. It's enough is enough. It really is. Because before long, nobody will be going over there. Nobody.
Have you been able to get your medical report?
But no, we're doing all of this in England because Andre, we were meant to fly back on the next day after my birthday, you know.
We changed the flight.
My God.
But they held us in the police station for ages, so that's why I told you we missed the flight. So also, we are going to get the reports from the UK because that's the only options that we've got.
So do you have intentions of returning in July for court?
Well, I have to. The lady, my mother that bailed us, they said if we don't turn up, they're going to arrest her and charge her. That's what they said.
They say if, wait. They're saying if you don't return to court for July, your family who is in Jamaica, they're going to arrest and charge her for what?
Arrest. She's the one in charge of us now, so they have to. That's what.
Wait. Arrest the woman and charge the woman for what?
I don't know, Andre. That's what they said.
And this is the thing. This is the thing. That's what I'm saying. It is so corrupt.
That's my mom. My mom is 63 years old. My mom.
What can charge the woman for?
My mom is a fan of you, by the way. She's the one that told me about you. She watches you morning, noon, and night. Okay, she's on your program morning, noon, and night. Sometimes when I'm in England, I'm trying to call her. She don't answer the phone because she said she's watching Andre. That's how important you are to her. Okay, just want to put that out there. But anyways, my mom is 60-odd-year-old. Now she came to bail us because they said, okay, they're going to give us the bail. Do we have anyone to bail us? My mom bailed us. And basically they said we have to return to court. And if not, they will be putting out a warrant for my mom. And they will in charge her. That's what they told her.
My God.
So I'm yet to see the documents of what we're actually going into court for. I would love to see what we've been charged with. The only thing that we've gotten is that bail paper, nothing else.
So you don't know what you get charged with?
No.
Or charged for?
I don't.
You need a Jamaican attorney doing us, Stacey and Nikki. You need a Jamaican attorney.
Okay.
Do you have a recommendation for us?
There are several attorneys that I know who are human rights attorneys that you recommend. I will see their contact off the ear and then speak.
Yeah.
Yes. Maybe you should show the video again, Andre. There's a lot of people on here. I think they probably haven't seen it.
I want to show Jamaica the video again. Look here, Jamaica.
I know, but can you stop videoing this thing? No, she not do that. You can drive to the station, you can drive behind me, we're driving to the station. We're not coming with you. She does not feel safe and she's a British citizen. She does not feel safe with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people. Why 6 of them need to arrest her? Why 6 of them need to arrest her? She's not coming out.
Step from the vehicle. Step from the vehicle.
You know, so this guy is like, you see this police? No, she not business. She not business. She doesn't care. You have a problem with the driver. You have a problem with the driver and you're taking it out on me. You're taking it out on me. Why are you taking it out? Because I'm in the front. I don't know the driver. So if you got a problem with him, I don't know him.
Miss me, I tell you last time. Step on the motor vehicle.
What are you going to do if you tell her last time? What are you going to do? Man on glass? I'm talking to her. I'm not talking to you, because right now I feel threatened.
Miss, take your right on face.
I feel like no, I'm not putting it on your face. Yeah, lick it from my hand. Lick it from my hand then. Because he's videoing me and you're not saying about that, but you're saying something about me. Why? Arsehole, disgusting.
Tell her to move and keep on moving.
Don't speak to her that way as a female, a fucking idiot. Just one more by
You are on the arrest also. Step from the
no problem.
Hold on. Step from the
Let me get my bag with my phone, my license. Let me get my bag. I'm getting my bag. Why you
Yo, Mayo, where you do, Mayo? Yo, where you do, Mayo? Yo, Mayo, where you do, Mayo? Mayo, yo, Mayo, you can't have that in my youth. You can't have that in my youth. Hey, the fuck we are doing? Fuck Ronaldo.
You see that, Jamaica? But equally, it is very important that if you're here still, Stacy, you need a doctor to do a medical report for you. You hear what I said?
Yeah, we talked about that.
I'm not hearing you. I'm not hearing you.
Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Hello?
Yes.
Yes, Andre. So, Andre, because I was at the the office yesterday, got to the airport very late. So, I had to rebook my flight.
You rebooked your flight. So can't you get a medical report in the interim?
Sorry, could you repeat that?
Can't you get a medical report in the interim?
I would have to probably go to like a private doctor or something.
Yeah, probably I can arrange for you to find a private doctor in that area. Because
Yes.
a medical report is important to preserve the integrity of the case. You need a medical report.
Yes.
It's going to cost you loads of money.
It's just so much happening.
Any plans for coming back, returning to Jamaica after this has happened, Stacey?
If I'm planning to return, well, apparently I have to return because I have to come to this court. But in other words, if it wasn't for the court, no, I wouldn't return. It's absolutely disgusting. And you know what as well? It's not just I must also touch on the fact when you touch down in Jamaica. I don't know if it's a color thing, but the airport as well. Some of the staff in the airport can leave a disgusting in your mouth. The way
Because having the earphone, it is very distorting. Take out the earphone.
No, I don't have on.
Okay.
But yes, no, Andre, I wouldn't return to Jamaica. Actually, I'm actually wanting to take my mom from Jamaica right now. I don't want to return. I really don't.
Wow.
I don't.
It's that bad.
I would rather go and spend my hard-earned money in another country. That's how I feel. Why should I spend a lot of money to come to Jamaica to be brutally assaulted by a police officer? When I could go anywhere else in the world?
So if you were to talk to the Prime Minister and the Minister of National Security in Jamaica today, or the Minister of Tourism, what would you want to do?
First of all, I would address what's his name?
Andrew Holness.
Andrew Holness. He's the one that actually gives them the power. So first of all, he needs to find a way to put his police officers in line and stop giving them the power to go out and abuse people. He's the Prime Minister of the country, and if he's given them the upper hand in, okay, you need to do the act and ask questions after, that cannot work.
So the use of excessive force needs to be addressed.
It needs to be addressed, and also word of mouth is a big thing. So with us and with this being, you know, with the videos, it's going to go around to other tourists and they're not going to want to come to Jamaica.
The wearing of the mask.
You know? When people see these videos, Andre, and your program and it goes viral, and when it goes on to BBC, what do you think is going to happen?
Oh.
What do you think is going to happen? As much as a country is nice, your safety comes first. So there's other countries in the world that's as nice as Jamaica, okay? So people can choose to go to Barbados, they can choose to go to Turks and Caicos, where they know they're safe. The police is not going to assault you there.
My God. So you see, when this lands on BBC and Sky TV, Jamaica is going to be in serious problem.
And it will. It will. Whether it's today, tomorrow, or a week later, it will. It will. It will be on BBC and Sky News. It will. Because it is a very serious act what the police officer's done to us. And it's not just what he's done to us, it's the after effect. I'm literally traumatized. Mentally, physically, emotionally, I'm traumatized. And it's not just me, it affects my family as well. It's not just the person that he's assaulted. It's affecting, look, Nicola's gone back home and her mom is now affected because for her to see that video, you know, other people's going to be affected about this. They, you know, it could have been worse. He could have done something worse to us. What are they waiting for them to do something bad before they actually discipline them? You know?
So you said that you heard that Ricardo Cole is off duty. Who put this information?
Somebody, I don't know if... I don't know. Everyone has opinions. I don't know. That's all I heard.
But there's no confirmation.
I've literally only heard it before I came onto the program, but that's what I'm expecting because in the UK, if a police officer did this
Suspended straight away.
to someone, or even a female, or you know, with excessive, like in this case, they would be immediately suspended pending an investigation. And that's what I expect. And yes, I know we're not in England, but I'm sure you've got similar rights.
This is Jamaica where the police abuse and murder citizens and nothing comes out of it.
Yes, exactly. So I don't expect any better. He could possibly still be on duty, assaulting and arresting people right now. We don't know. We don't know. And that's the reason why they think they can keep on doing these things and get away with it. But I'm gonna be calmer, Andre. I'm telling you today, I will be calmer because knowing the person I am, I will spend the last penny I have to make sure that he pays for what he's done to me and my family and my friends on my birthday. It's a day I will never forget. I spent a lot of money to come here, and I'm gonna make sure that he pays for it. I'm gonna make sure he pays for it.
We're definitely not gonna let it go. I'm not letting it go. We're not letting it go. No.
So you say you're going to the end with it.
Yes.
So all avenues, I'm going through all channels to make sure.
I will spend my last paycheck. I will make sure.
My God.
He's absolutely disgusting, and he shouldn't be dealing with people.
He cannot protect and serve
He's
anyone.
there, yeah, whatever. Serve and protect. That's not what he's there for.
He's there to harass and bully.
You know. And I hope the tourist board and whatever of Jamaica sees these videos and understand how they're treating tourists. And I don't know if this has happened to like tourists before, but I don't know. And if it has, then obviously I sympathize with them because it's happened to me. So again, is this how we're treating tourists that's coming into the country to enjoy the culture and, you know, everything that they say Jamaica has to offer? You know? It's absolutely disgusting.
My.
Yes,
Well,
Andre.
I will be here to assist you to voice your concern with what has happened. I sincerely apologize that this was the experience you had with Brand Jamaica. But you have to do what you have to do.
Mm-hmm.
You do have to do what you have to do. So I'm asking you to hold strong. I'm first saying to you, get a lawyer. If you get a lawyer, potentially, I don't think you'll have to attend court physically. Probably you can attend court via Zoom.
Okay.
Get the lawyer, get the medical report so that those things can be sorted out ASAP.
Yeah, because I don't think you have to go there.
Okay.
All right? But I'm asking you to keep strong. Keep strong. Keep strong.
Thank you. We will.
Thank you, Andre. Yeah, I think you're probably the
Pardon?
British, the British Eye Commission that we spoke to this morning. They apologise, but when we got to the police station, is like that is an utterly disgrace how they treat people in there.
Hmm.
So is that what the taxpayer of the country is paying for? All the taxpayers that's paying the taxes, and the lawmen of this country is meant to protect us and make sure we are protected. And the way they carry on in that police station is absolutely disgraceful.
Wow.
The way
Well,
they speak to people, the way they treat people, a shame. It's very, very it's a disgrace.
wow. Well, I will do what I can do from my end, but remember to get out the information where you need to get out the information, and we will keep the advocacy for this. All right?
Yeah, I mean, we will definitely get a lawyer. It's just that everything happened, and we had to leave the we have to prepare to leave the country and stuff. We have reached out to a few lawyers that's willing to take the case, but I need someone that's very good.
I know the very good in this country. The very good is very aligned with me. So
Yes.
I will recommend the very good. That will make sure that you get justice in this case. All right?
Okay, Andrea.
Thank you, Andre.
All right, ladies.
On.
Keep well. Keep well.
Thank you.
Bye.
Yeah, so for comments.
Jamaica, you have heard. You have heard. You have heard. What I said? You have all heard what these ladies had to say. Too much now. Too much in this country, Jamaica. Too much now in this country. Hello, caller. Good day.
Hi, Andre. Good afternoon.
Good
Oh
afternoon.
my God. I'm
Mm.
telling you, I'm listening to the callers, ladies, just now. Tears coming to my eyes when
Mm.
I saw how the police handle these ladies. It's
Mm.
as if like these police officers, they said something that jumped out at me that they were drinking. Police were drinking in the station.
But
These police officers may be drunk or high,
mm.
then upon the white, the baby powder or something.
Mm.
How can you deal with people like that?
Yes.
You know, as human being, they have no feelings, no nothing. What did they do wrong? What did
Mm.
they do wrong? Nothing. I cannot put my finger on anything that the lady said. And apparently one of the person that was with these ladies know Otarius, because she said that she will drive in her car with this person to the station, around by the station. So does she know where that police station is to either lead the way or
Mm.
follow the police officers? And
Mm.
because the ladies said that they want to drive, this is how they bomb rush these ladies all onto the
Mm.
car. No man, I would be scared too to see so much of them one time. And these
Okay.
are women.
Okay, caller.
Mighty God.
I hear you
All right,
crying. All
Andre.
right.
Yes. Bye. I'm so sorry for these ladies.
Yes. Hello. Good day.
Hi, greetings, Andrew. How are you?
Hi, Joshua. How are you doing?
Uh, I'm not good for hearing this, as you know, I live in the UK,
Mm.
and to hear one of my fellow, UK citizens going through this is quite sad.
Yes.
And I'm coming to Jamaica in a couple months' time, so it's also quite frightening to hear this.
Mm-hmm.
But I think they raised a good couple points that I'd like to speak about from like a British perspective and the work that I've done. And one thing where they talk about people will be scared to come to Jamaica and things like that. I really do hear what they're saying, but I think who will suffer the most out of this is the jerk man, the coconut man, the man we do shrimp, or the man we sell bag juice on the road, or the vendors, the local people who suffer, who fill a big gap in the tourist market because people will only stay in the resorts where they feel safe.
Mm-hmm.
People won't go onto the road and go to Dungeval or go to Blue Lagoon or go to different places because
Mm-hmm.
of their safety. So I think
Mm.
the government needs to take an accountability, and I think the opposition need to come out strongly about this, in a sense of how will they keep tourists safe and how will they show Jamaica in its best true light. Because
Mm-hmm.
when the BBC, Sky News, David Lammy, all these people get wind of this, you
Mm.
know, the way how British people portray Jamaica anyway in the UK sometimes isn't good. So to hear this is just going to be another bad word on the country. But I think also when they talk about British police, you know, where we're talking about Jamaica becoming a republic and all these things, these are the things that Jamaica need to discuss and need to be a part of, because the police officer saying, "Oh, you're not in Britain" and things, but the way how they police and the way how
Mm-hmm.
Jamaica is governed in a lot of it is
Mm-hmm.
is how Britain is governed. So we need to look at how Jamaica step in its glory and its rights of leading. Because at the end of the day, police brutality is a big thing in Britain with black people. It's a part of the work that I do. Police brutality is a big thing. I've been brutalized by police,
Mm-hmm.
and sometimes British police don't take accountability, just like Jamaica police. But I think what people also need to remember is because Jamaica is so small, everything is 100, 1,000 times worse. Whereas in Britain, because Britain is so big, it
Mm-hmm.
seems very, very small. But what I want to say is that I want the ladies to keep going and keep strong and continue to get their justice. But I think for the incoming government, or the one that we have now, we need to look. They need to look at how tourists are kept safe and how the money of
Mm.
tourists is best placed for the country, because Andre is expensive to come to Jamaica. I can't tell you how much alone I've spent. And when you're coming to Jamaica, you're going to your family. You're not just going to bring stuff for yourself. You're bringing stuff for your neighbor, your auntie, your uncle, your niece, your nephew, your cousin. So it's really, really expensive, and you can't go on the road. I'm not buying a juice or something. It's just so expensive. The
Mm.
flight alone, plus hotel fee, plus this fee, plus this fee, plus that fee. So I think people who are coming to spend their money in Jamaica need to be respected, because it's hard. It's hard when you know that you're leaving your home country to go somewhere and be disrespected. But the
Mm-hmm.
Minister of Tourism and the Minister of National Security and Andrew Onis need to come out publicly and make a statement, and so does the opposition, because this cannot be happening, Andre. It's sad.
All right,
And
Joshua.
who's going to suffer? The
Mm.
locals.
And no
Have a
travel
blessed.
advisory is going to come soon from the UK, and it's
Yes.
not going to look good. All right.
No, it's not. All right. Take care.
Yes. Hello. Good day. Jamaica, I can't take no more today. Hello. Good day.
Hello, Andre. Good day.
Yes. Quickly for me,
I
please,
just
because I want to wrap up this program now.
okay. I heard that the case of these ladies, and my kids would love to come to Jamaica, but when they see this, Andre, they're literally scared,
Mm.
and something need to be done. Really
Mm-hmm.
need to be done. My kids don't want to come, and they don't know Jamaica. They would love to come and know Jamaica, but
Mm.
seeing this is not good, Andre.
It's not good.
Not good.
All
No,
right.
no, no. All
All right.
right.
All right, Miss Sophie. I've heard you loud and clear.
Yeah,
All right.
okay, bye.
Hello. Good
Yeah.
day. Hello. Good day.
Hello, good day, Mr. Stevens.
Yeah, how can I help you?
Yes, I'm calling, but I'm not calling on the matter.
No. It's strictly on this matter. Strictly on this matter. Strictly on this matter. Strictly on this matter. All right? Yes, I will deal with that another time. But Jamaica, I can't take on anymore. Can't take on anymore. Can't take on anymore. It's too toxic. I can't take on anymore. I'll see you tonight. Can't take on anymore. Let me go to detox myself from all of this. It's just too much. Walk good Jamaica. See you all at 8 p.m. Can't take no more.